thank you.
It's a little too early to pop in on people, don't you think?
I'm sorry, but, I've been up most of the night worrying about my daughter.
Well, you can stop, worrying, Mother. I'm fine.
Where'd you get our address?
Phoebe gave it to me. She warned me not to come here, and I can see why. Darling, put something on quickly. You're coming with me.
Oh, right.
Did you drive here?
Yes, why?
Well, you better go downstairs as fast as you can, because your car might be stripped down. They strip a car down here in about, what, 40 seconds, right? Yeah, right.
Well, I'm more concerned about my daughter than I am about my car.
That'll be the day.
And if you really, truly care about Cecily, you wouldn't insist that she live in this hovel.
Mother, please, this is my home you're talking about.
You call this a home?
Yes, and in fact, I have never been happier in my entire life.
Cecily, this is a hellhole.
Mother, this is heaven. In fact, as long as Nico and I are together, I don't care where we are.
Have to have this.
Rough night?
Oh, you could say that.
Well, go home and get some rest.
I'm going to. Thanks.
See ya.
Oh, hey, listen, some very good news. Trevor Dillon signed himself out last night.
Oh, and I was so looking forward to seeing that cheery face. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right, I knew that. I just for a minute,
Look, you definitely need some rest. Get out of here.
All right, have a good day.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
Hi.
Good morning, sir.
Hi. How you doing? Oh, my day's officially begun.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Listen, what's your schedule look like?
Slight. Why?
Well, all of a sudden, I'm free till noon.
Oh, lucky you.
I'll get it. Dr. Warner.
Cliff, it's Palmer Cortland.
Oh, well, what can I do for you, Palmer?
Is Nina there?
No, why would you think that?
She's not there. Well, Cliff, last night Nina said she was going to the hospital, and we haven't heard from her since. Meyer just went up to check on her room, and her bed hasn't been slept in.
Okay, she stopped by here briefly last night. Are you sure she didn't just wake up early and get out early?
No. I was up at dawn, and there was no sign of her. Yeah, Cliff, I'm worried. She really hasn't been feeling well, you know. She had a nagging cough, and, well, there is her diabetes.
Well, look, as far as the diabetes goes, always remember she has some insulin in her purse.
Yeah, Daisy said that she was very, very upset.
Tell her we haven't heard a word from her. She could have had an accident.
Daisy and I are afraid that she might have had an accident. Cliff, if you haven't seen her since last night and she isn't home, where the blazes is she?
My Children, brought to you by Love's Deluxe for boys and Love's Deluxe for girls. Nothing's better on leaks than Love's.
Have you called the police?
No, I wanted to check with you first. I know something's wrong, Cliff.
Listen, what about Brooke? Maybe she went over there. Maybe she spent the night.
No, I don't think so. No, she said something about going to a movie, and if she did go, that she'd be home late, but we didn't hear from her again. She didn't call. I don't think she'd just spend the night somewhere else without letting us know, especially since she left Michael and Bobby here.
Are they all right?
Oh, yes, they're just fine. Bobby, of course, is very worried about his mother. Cliff, something is wrong.
Okay, look, I don't have surgery until noon. I'll see what I can find out, okay?
Oh, I'd appreciate that, Cliff, yes, and I'll call Ed Simpson and see if he can get a search started.
Thanks, Palmer.
What's wrong with Nina?
She didn't come home last night. Palmer and Daisy are worried something happened to her.
Has he called the police?
He's doing that right now.
Well, I'm sure they'll find her.
Oh, you know how the police are with missing persons. They're not exactly in a rush out there, given the fact that she's a diabetic.
Well, you said she carries her insulin.
I said that to reassure Palmer. Any number of things could have happened to her. Look, I'm going to go to a couple of places she might have gone to if she was upset.
How do you know she was upset?
What Palmer just said.
Well, Cliff, isn't it a possibility that he might be overreacting?
Okay, ordinarily, yes. But look, last night she left Bobby and Michael with Myra and didn't call to say when she'd be home, didn't call to even say goodnight. That's not like her.
Yeah, that does seem strange.
She knows we all worry about her. She would have called if she was able to. She would have.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I can't think of a thing. I'm going to get out of here, okay?
Do you have any idea where she might have
I've
gone?
got a couple of hunches. Look, I'm wasting time standing here. I'll tell you if I know anything, okay?
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks. See you.
Yes, I know your regulations by heart, Ed, but I'm asking for a personal favor. Yes, well, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, is he going to send his men out to look for her?
Well, he's going to alert the radio cars and send out a description, but of course he can't officially list her as missing for quite some time yet.
Why? What are we supposed to do in the meantime? We can't just sit here.
Daisy, I'm doing my best.
I know you are. Oh,
I checked the barn and I checked the stable and there's no sign of her.
well, thank you for looking.
Look, is there any other place that you would want me to look?
No, none that I can think of.
I knew she was upset last night. I never should have let her walk out of here.
Listen, she isn't a child. That's what you and Myra keep telling me.
Oh, Palmer, please. She could be anywhere. She could have gone to New York or Sea City.
Why is it every time a woman gets upset, she jumps in the car and rides off?
It's not the car. It's the fact that there was that thunderstorm last
Uncle
night.
Palmer, I could call a couple of my friends. I'm sure that they would be more than happy to help us look.
Oh, anything you could do.
Yes.
All right, I'll call right now.
And I have an idea.
What?
Well, there's a private helicopter service at the airport. I'll call them. I'll start my own air search.
That's a good idea.
You're not happy to see me.
I don't think this is very funny, Trevor. Why are you here?
Well, it's a long story. Well, I was in the woods, and I was going to camp out in the woods, and it started to pour. I didn't have a raincoat or a sleeping bag or a tent, so I started looking for cover, and I came to your house, and
you just decided you'd invite yourself in and you'd make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
I don't believe
So I made myself some dinner, the porridge of the 80s. I nuked myself some macaroni and cheese, and I laid down on the sofa, and I fell asleep. And then I woke up, and I made some coffee. You want some?
That's very hospitable. No, I do not want any coffee.
Well, I made a whole pot.
I did not leave that door unlocked. I think we're looking at breaking and entering.
You're a nurse. I figured you'd want to help out a guy in trouble.
Oh, you figured wrong, buddy. How dare you break into my home? And don't give me any of your garbage about camping out. You planned all this, didn't you, from last night? That's what the questions were about
didn't
Timmy.
have much
was
of
I
a
having to
choice.
work all night? Really? Well, what about the Valley Inn, or did they throw you out?
No, they didn't throw me out. If I went back, they'd throw me out.
So you're broke.
No, I'm over the limit on all my plastic, and I don't qualify for food stamps, and they don't give
Trevor?
unemployment for jobs like...
Why me?
Goldilocks doesn't have very many friends.
Goldilocks doesn't have any friends.
Well, I figured when you told me last night in the hospital that you weren't going to be here, it wouldn't be too much of an
I
inconvenience
want
if
you out of my home. I want you out now, all right? Do I have to call the police?
Why are you so uptight? I didn't steal anything. Chill out.
Chill out.
What I do? Make big dents in the sofa? Look, if there's any stains or crumbs on the carpet or the sofa, you bill me.
Oh, right. Your accountant's going to take care of it? Trevor, I want you out of here. Now. I want you to leave my home right now.
And that's the bedroom.
Nico, may I have a glass of water, please? Do you have any paper cups?
Mother, please, our glasses are clean.
How can you tell, dear? It's so dark in here.
Oh, honey? It's the apartment. It's a handyman special. You know, that's why we got it so cheap.
You know, if that had hit you, you could have been killed.
I'm sorry, hon. We got a lot of cabinet space. You want to check it out?
Yes, we do.
Huh?
I really can't believe you're willing to live like this, Cecily.
Well, Mother, we know it's not the Taj Mahal, but we're very lucky. You know, there are a lot of people who are living out on the streets.
At least the air is fresh out there.
Mother, please stop.
Darling, this is a very dangerous part of the city.
She's with me. I will take care of her.
Well, you're doing a wonderful job so far.
Aren't I?
Mother, please, you know, he really is. If you stop looking at all the negatives, you could see there's a lot of pluses to living here.
Name one.
Well...
Transportation. There's the bus stop right down the street. The bus will take you anywhere you want to go.
That's right.
There's matinee movies, theaters, 99 cents double feature. Am I right?
Two movies for 99 cents.
Two movies, 99 cents.
Sweetheart, you have had bedroom closet. Bigger than this place.
But less to clean.
Well, now, what about tennis courts and swimming pools?
Well, you know...
There's the Y down the block, and they got a nice swimming pool there.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and tennis bores me.
Since when?
Well, since I started playing handball. You know, it's really a lot of fun.
You better exercise.
Mother...
All right, my dear.
Mother, please. Please, I wish you could be happy for us. I know that this isn't your cup of tea, but please be happy for us.
What do you plan to do about money? I mean, heaven knows this place should be free, but obviously you must be paying something.
Well, as you know, Aunt Phoebe is now running the club.
Yeah, she wants us to help her out.
Well, thank heaven for that.
But we did not accept.
Why not?
Well, we made a counter offer, and we're just waiting to hear from her.
Really, forgive me, but I just don't see how you can really be that choosy at this point.
Well, Mother, Aunt Phoebe has to accept our terms, or...
We'll just work for her competition.
Oh, please.
Yeah, see, Cecily and I have great reps. We're going to work. Don't worry about it.
It's a perfectly simple system, Phoebe. What we take in goes in that column. What we pay out goes in that column.
I can see that. Good heavens, don't you think I know anything about basic record-keeping skills?
Well, if your checkbook is any example, no.
I don't know what you're fussing about. Look here, we did a perfectly nice business last night.
Yes, compared to the 2 nights before that, yes. But now look here, Phoebe. This is what the club took in just a week ago. It's almost 3 times as much.
Well, maybe that was some special occasion.
Any Wednesday night the past 2 months has been double what we took in last night. Face it, my dear, the club is losing its popularity.
Oh, now, look here, darling, it takes time to build a new clientele. I didn't expect the old customers to come back. And just as soon as our friends know that we've taken over the club, they'll come in droves. We won't be able to accommodate them. You know, we have wonderful taste, and what we are offering is a civilized ambiance with charm and grace. And they can relax at the end of a hard day and not be assaulted by all that terrible hard rock music.
Phoebe, don't you
We
think
will
so?
have ballroom dancing, cheek to cheek. And they'll finally be able to understand the lyrics of songs after all this time. Besides, I've devised a new menu that's sure to be a hit. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I've uplifted everything.
No more.
Henri, what is it?
Henry. And that's what I think of your Nouvelle cuisine.
Well, what's the matter with it? I spent hours making out this menu.
If you want food like that, go to New York. I quit.
Oh, no, Henry, please.
Mr. Wallingford, nothing against you, but I can't cook this way. If there's no joy in the work, there's no reason to work. I'm sorry, but you're looking at a man who has stuffed his last Phoebe burger with pâté.
Well, my dear?
Oh, look, it's a perfectly delicious hamburger. It may be innovative, but it's chic.
It seems to me you have two choices. Either swallow your pride or your Phoebe burger.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, dear. I simply find a new chef, one that's not quite so persnickety.
I'll be blunt, Phoebe.
Oh, aren't you going to give me even one more week?
Am I going to call Nico and Cecily, or are you?
Well, what do you think?
About what? My decision to keep my name.
I think it's great. I just didn't realize you wanted my opinion.
Well, I was just wondering what you thought.
Oh, what does Cliff think about it?
He thinks it's fine. It'll certainly avoid any confusion around here.
Yeah, two Dr. Warners could cause a problem.
It'll probably be a lot easier for my patients, too.
And Frankie.
You know, I was Angie Baxter for so many years. I'm going to tell you the truth. I had just gotten used to being Mrs. Hubbard when Jessie died. No, to change my name again just wouldn't be that easy.
You've been thinking a lot more about Jessie, haven't you? Still rough?
Since Nina's been back, I don't know, it's just kind of stirred up a lot of old feelings.
For you or Cliff?
For both of us.
Angie, are you concerned about Nina and Cliff?
No. I don't know, I've just been a lot more reflective lately. I don't know, probably because of the shower yesterday and the wedding getting closer.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
And Cliff and I have been looking at houses, and it just got me thinking. A lot of memories, you know, things I haven't thought about in a long time.
Yeah, well, the past has a way of sneaking up on you when you least expect it.
You don't think anything is wrong with a little nostalgia, do you?
Just as long as you don't let it interfere with the present, huh?
Melanie, did you find anything? Well, we covered a lot of ground. We went by the lake, and then we went into town and asked some people if they saw her, but there's nothing.
No sign of her or her car either.
Lucy and I drove by the old, the road that goes by the train station. We didn't find anything there either.
Thanks. Thanks for all your help.
If you can think of any place else that she might be in.
I wish I could. I can't. Oh, Cliff, thank heaven.
I just checked the gazebo. I was hoping she might wind up there.
Well, Trask and I checked there earlier.
Yes, Melanie, everybody's been helping look for her.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Well, it would be if we could find her.
If you can think of any place else, any out-of-the-way place, we'll check it out.
I do have a couple ideas. I also brought a map.
Oh, great.
Has anybody checked the back road to Willow Road?
I don't know it.
Oh, I do. Come on, let's go.
Thanks.
Okay, great.
This road right here, that's the one we took, goes by the old train station. We checked it out.
Okay, have you checked the park? I'd love you to check the park, particularly
can
this
take
area
a
over
look.
here.
Yeah.
Great. Where the footbridge is.
Okay.
Thanks
Thank you.
very much.
No problem.
Bye.
Oh, how you holding up?
Oh, I'm much better now that you're here.
Come here.
Oh,
Nice to see you.
it's good to see you, too. It's been a long time.
Yes. Try not to worry too much.
I'm a mother. Worrying is what I do best.
I just wish Nina's life was a little more settled right now.
I'm glad to know you still care about her.
We'll find her, okay? We will.
I know. You want to stay, have some coffee or something? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Mama got it.
Look, I want to go check out this road Nina and I used to drive years ago. It's back behind Bradley Meadow. It's on the way to the highway. And they've had a lot of rain back there. And
All right.
You want to come with me?
I would, but I'm supposed to be here near the phone. Palmer's out looking for her, too.
Okay, I'll keep you informed, all right?
Thanks, Cliff.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
Is Myra around?
Yes, she's here somewhere.
Oh, how are the boys doing?
They're fine. They're fine. Flossie and I are taking good care. Don't
Thank you,
worry.
Myra. Thank you.
There was Palmer on the phone. He's got the helicopters up. He'll be back here soon.
Oh, Mama, they have just got to find her before anything happens.
Stop that. Nina's a smart girl. She'll be all right.
I know. Why is it, Mama? Why is it that I have never really been able to help my daughter?
Now, that's nonsense.
No, it's not, Mama. All my whole life, I've never really been there when she needed me. You know, that's almost been true since the day she was born.
Will you talk sense? The day she was born, you were nothing more than a child yourself, practically.
Listen to you. You know, we've had this discussion 100 times and you were still defending me. Mama, look at me. I'm middle-aged. I am a grandmother. And you are still making excuses for me.
I hate it. I really hate it when you talk like this.
Well, I really hate it when you patronize me. I am a lousy mother. I have always been a lousy mother. Nina was darn lucky she had you.
I don't want to hear this.
Well, I don't want to hear you making excuses for me either, because if I hadn't gone gallivanting all over France, if maybe I'd known that her marriage was really in trouble.
Oh, so you didn't know. What then? What you have done?
I don't know. I would have called her. I could have listened. I could have advised her. I have a grandson. He's almost a year old. Do you know I never even saw him except in photos?
Days, honey, you don't have a crystal ball. How could you know about the marriage? Things happen in life.
Well, then why do I always feel so guilty?
Because you're worried. Because I'm worried. Everybody's worried. We've worried before. Cliff will find her. He always has.
Yeah. Oh, Mama, I've missed you so much.
I've missed you.
Yes, Juanita. We have 14 for tonight? Oh, well, that's quite a party, isn't it? Oh, yes, I think we can manage to get you in. All right, that's 14 for 8 o'clock. Good, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Bye-bye, dear.
Good business, huh?
Oh, booming, I'm happy to say.
Well, Aunt Phoebe, we're here for your answer.
Answer?
Are you going to agree to our terms or what?
Oh, my goodness, I've been so busy I haven't even had time to think about it.
Well, make time. Number 1, name stays the same. Number 2, no piano music. Number 3, real food for real people. And number 4, no roses or daisies in the men's junk.
Oh,
Please.
and number 5, we share in the profits.
Yep.
Well, now you know what a pushover I am for young people just starting out.
Oh, Aunt Phoebe, we don't want you to do us any favors.
We'll work our butts off if you do it our way.
All right, all right. I can't very well let you starve, can I? However, not all of your terms are agreeable.
I knew we should have taken the other offers. What do you think?
I think so.
What offer?
Cafe Restless down the block?
Yeah, they're begging us to come work for them.
Oh.
Oh, please, Henry, take your apron back.
My mind's made up.
But I'm sure we can think of something.
And I'm sure we can't. Not as long as she's running this place into the ground.
Well, what are we going to do about a chef?
She's so fond of her ridiculous recipes, let her cook. If I get any calls, I'll be at my sister's.
Sister?
She has 7 children. I'd rather cook for 9 than for none.
Oh, Henry, please, come on.
Aunt Phoebe, you sneaky little phony.
Reservations for 14, huh?
How long has this been going on?
Well, I'm sorry if I startled you. I'm okay. It's nothing.
Oh, Trevor, don't tell me that a car backfires and your body goes into shock.
Look, you spend as much time as I have in the jungle. You pick up a couple of bugs. You get used to it. You learn to live with it.
You are not reacting to a jungle fever.
Since when are you the expert?
Well, I do know what fear looks like.
Fear? Right.
Trevor, you had a very similar reaction last night during a thunderstorm. Your body was shaking, you were perspiring. That's another symptom.
Symptom of what?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Are you for real?
Trevor, this is nothing to laugh about.
It's for me. What do you know about it?
I was married to Jeremy, remember? And I'm a nurse. But you don't have to take my word. Why don't you talk to a doctor?
Doctors. I've had enough of doctors, thank you.
And did you tell them about these episodes? Well, I think you better. Because this is an indication that you need help.
Come on, Natalie. I don't need all this psycho jargon, post-traumatic stress. It's all a bunch of hooey cooked up by a bunch of quacks about guys who are chicken in battle. And that, honey, is not me.
You need help, Trevor. Now, no one can make you ask for it.
Thanks for the tea and sympathy. Morning.
Hi.
Hey, kid. Looks like, I'm in a rush to leave. Excuse me.
Sweetheart, come here. Oh, give me a hug. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you have fun with Emily Ann?
What was he doing here?
Well, that's a very good question. The important thing is that he will not be back.
You're my partner.
Partner? You and I?
Well, would you have it any other way? You're the only partner I've ever wanted in my life. I thought you knew that.
Oh, Cliff, I can't. I'm not dressed right. I can't like this.
Well, you can change. Go ahead. I'll wait.
No, I can't. I'm sick, my
Nina.
blood sugars.
Nina. I'll make you feel better. Haven't I always? Here. Nina! Nina, open your eyes.
Shame on you, Aunt Phoebe. Trying to fake us out.
Well, look, I have utter faith in my ability to attract a better class of clientele. But Rome wasn't built in a day, you know?
No, or 2 weeks.
Look, Aunt Phoebe, if people want quiet and decorum, they go to the Chateau or the Valley Inn. That's not what Kelly's is all about.
Our customers may not have been in the social register, but they were loyal and steady, and we had a good profit. Until some, busybody messed everything up.
Now, wait a minute. You defected. You disappeared. I just stepped in. Would you rather come back to a padlocked club because that's what the bank wanted to do? Now, come on. Are you going to let him malign me like this?
Would you rather I helped him? Aunt Phoebe, you're driving the club out of business.
Attention, one and all.
What is that?
Hot off the press. Hot off the press. Read it and weep.
Cecily and Nico are back, former owners of Kelly's Return. Very nice.
You Judas.
Business, my dear. My hat is off to Nico and Cecily. They have established a wonderful little club here, and whether you like it or not, it was becoming successful.
Thank you, Langley.
Now, I think that you and I should step back before we do any more damage to their enterprise. Let the children take over and resume running it in their own fashion.
All right. Let them go ahead. But remember, I am still the boss.
Oh, right. Of course.
Boss.
Yes.
Cecily?
Of course,
Right.
Aunt Phoebe. I mean, boss. Okay, guys, come on in. Hi. Welcome to Kelly's.
What on earth?
How do you do?
Come in, man. Come on. Sure? Hang Cliff. Hey, it's a nice tie. I like it.
How you doing?
Okay, ready, right, Pico?
Absolutely. Who are these people? A new group I heard of.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we got them to replace Multiple Stab Wounds. That's the band we had lined up for this weekend.
Multiple what?
Multiple stab wounds. They were too commercial. This place is too commercial anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, guys? Let's hear what you can do.
Yeah. What do you think? You guys were shredded. You got yourself a gig, man.
Cool. All right.
That's great. These guys are great. Look, honestly, tell me you like that noise? Absolutely. And so will our customers.
Now listen, Phoebe, listen to them. They know what's best.
I'm not so sure.
Listen, them's that pays makes the choice. I just made that up.
I like it very much. All right. They can work in my club, but they have to get their hair cut. And Phoebe? Well, all right, they can keep their hair, but couldn't you tell them to wash it?
I think that's fair enough.
Okay, I'll tell them. Oh, thank you, Uncle
My
Lon.
baby.
Guys, great.
Darling, darling, do you think I'm an old fuddy-duddy?
Oh, well, of course not. You're a beautiful woman with breeding oozing out of every pore in your body.
Darling.
And what's more, you're the woman that I'm going to end my life with.
You always know how to make me feel better.
I work all night. I come home exhausted. All I really want to do is come through, close that door, go upstairs, lie down, and sleep. And instead, I find an ex-mercenary with PTSD curled up on my sofa making jokes about Goldilocks and the
Excuse me. Whoa. I'm not a nurse here. PTSD?
Oh, it's a form of shell shock. You know, soldiers who apparently have come through combat unscathed later to discover the residual terror. Doctor's term for it is post-traumatic stress disorder.
Well, that's clear as a bell to me. Okay, what about Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
I don't know. It's stupid. I mean, he was telling a story about being out in the woods, camping out, and then it started to rain, and he sought refuge here, made him think he was Goldilocks. You think that's funny?
Well, come on, where's your sense of humor?
I have no sense of humor about him.
I'm sorry, but it just strikes me. I mean, think of it. Trevor Dillon in a Goldilocks wig.
All right, well, I hadn't thought of it. All right, it's funny. I hadn't thought of it that way.
A real smart move, Mr. Dillon. Signing yourself out.
Did you miss me?
I didn't say that.
Always the professional.
Yes, that's right. Yesterday, you didn't seem too eager to leave. What happened?
Well, I changed my mind. Besides, you were going to kick me out anyway.
Well, how come you're back?
See your sweet face? No, I got to talk to you.
About what?
something. Sit down.
Just go on.
I'm applying for a job at the Pine Valley Police Department.
You're serious?
Yeah, I saw an ad in the paper yesterday for a detective. They needed a detective, and I figured with all my experience, what with being a cop in Chicago, I'm the right guy for the job.
Well, good luck.
Wait a second. What I was thinking was maybe you could write me a letter of introduction to the top guy.
You want me to recommend you?
Yeah, open a couple of doors.
All the trouble you caused around here, and you're asking me...
Hey, if you don't want to write it, don't write it. Just say so. I'll live.
Wait a minute. You know, I'm really curious. Why would I do you a favor?
Because... There you go. All right, I maybe I'm a bum, but I'd make a hell of a detective.
I'll think about it.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Well, I have to get back. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, just think about it quick, because if you don't, I'll wind up in a shelter for the homeless.
Call me tomorrow.
What's your number?
I need you in an emergency.
Did you find Nina?
Yeah, she's in bad shape.
Well, baby, we did it.
Well, you had your doubts?
Oh, I just love your optimism.
As long as you're with me, I'll be optimistic forever.
Well, it's not like when we own the club, but at least it's a foot in the door.
4 feet to be exact.
4 feet. Well, just trust me, babe. Together, we're going to make sure Kelly survives.
Come here, Miss Kelly.
Oh, Nika.
If you need me, I'll be in the kitchen.
I guess we should conduct ourselves with a little bit more decorum.
Decorum, scorum. I kind of like what we're doing back there.
Well, gee, honey, I hope you don't get tired of me.
What?
Well, after all, we're going to be working together and living together, being together all day, all night. I hope you don't get bored with me.
Dream on. The way I look at it is we'll be working side by side and getting paid for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with the low rent we're paying at our apartment, we'll be able to buy this place back in no time.
I don't know where my head is. I should have checked that old road this morning. We wouldn't have wasted all this time.
Oh, Palmer, there was no way you could have known this would happen. Nina shouldn't have been on that road in a rainstorm anyway.
Both, just stop. It just doesn't help anything when we start blaming each other.
Mama's right.
As always.
Well, thank you.
If anything happens to my daughter...
Palmer, don't. Just don't. She's here. Cliff found her. She's getting the best possible care. All we can do now is just pray that she'll be all right.
Yes, that's what I do pray for, Myra. Sometimes you could really be so obtuse. I don't know what's...
Stop it. All right. Mama loves her as much as we do. She's just worried, okay?
Cliff.
How's Nina? Is she conscious?
She's in a diabetic coma.
Will she be all right?
I wish I could answer that. I really can't.
Well, damn it, that's no good.
Look, we're doing everything we can, Palmer. It could go either way right now, okay?
When will you know?
Another couple of hours should tell the story.
Tonight, a serial killer uses an incriminating disguise to carry out an insane grudge on Mission Impossible when it moves to its new time, 8/7 Central. Then, on the street, there are special officers living a real-life adventure. Avery Brooks hosts an all-new Trackdown. After, Primetime Live with Diane Sawyer and Sam Donaldson looks at drugs and how the crackdown on casual users is already happening. Plus, what happens to your brain on drugs? Watch a live experiment. Coming up, Tina's lies come crashing down around her. Stay tuned for One Life to Live next.